Hi there, Henry Smith here from IamWealthyandRich.com. Thanks for joining me on my video update today. So what is this about? This is about wealth creation and action. Wealth creation and action is basically taking yourself from point A to point B or to the next level in terms of, 100,000 or million, seven figures steps. Now that step is divided into many, many small steps. And to get to those steps, you have to show up every day. Okay, now there are different kind of businesses, whether you're in a business or whether you're in an investment, there are different things required. But one thing that has to remain constant is your mindset. So you need to show up every day in your mindset. In other cases, you need to show up in your effort. But in this case, you need to show up every day in your mindset. And believe me, it's not as simple as it sounds. Okay, a lot of people misunderstand the importance of it. But this investment, I decided to start last year, May 2020. Although I started the mindset training a few months before that to prepare me to get started with the actual investment strategy in May. And here we are, just over a year later, still going strong. And we tend to go strong for another year or so, or a little bit more actually, over 14 months or 15 months. So, but it's going to take a disciplined mind throughout that journey without taking a day off. And I'll explain to you a little bit more about what that means. Now, there are two parts to this. There's the mindset strategy and the investment strategy, and you need both. But before I get into that, I want to do a disclaimer, just to let you know, I'm not a financial planner, I'm not a financial advisor or CPA or accountant, any of that. I'm just doing things according to what's happening in my experience. So do your own due diligence, do your own research. Understand that all investments carry a degree of risk. So when you're investing, your money is at risk. So do not invest more than you can afford to lose. With that said, what I've been doing is just updating a spreadsheet on a daily basis. And I'm not saying you have to do this if you're investing. It's something I chose to do because I want to use this information as a case study and as proof further down the line. That's why I decided to do it. And I didn't really decide to do it until almost a year, well, 9 months after I started the investment. When I started, I didn't actually think I was going to document this, but I thought after about 7, 8, 9 months, I thought it was a good idea to document this. So I started documenting it on a spreadsheet. And also then shortly after, started video recording my documentation of this. So we'll see what the series of videos we'll have at the end of this. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share my screen and do today's update. So what we have here is a spreadsheet I've been updating. It's got 3 columns on it: altcoins, Bitcoin, and the total amount. And yes, this is a cryptocurrency investment portfolio. And as I put in the figures here, green is when it goes forward on the previous day, red is when it goes backward on the previous day. So we have forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, as you can see. So that's just what happens, and that's the name of the game. None of that surprises me, because that is what I signed up for. And that's what you sign up for. You sign up for an investment, especially in the cryptocurrency space. So, and bear in mind, this is not trading, this is just investment. But I get the figures from this page, the summary page, which is comes in through a live feed, then goes refreshed every 10 or so minutes, then goes to into the asset group, and then we get the total here. So this portfolio consists of one whole Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin's price at the moment, and an assortment of specially researched, specially selected alternative coins known as altcoins. And that's the total at the top in US dollars. And on the right hand side, we've got the same portfolio, but this is just in pounds sterling, or Great British Pound, GBP. So that's the spread between them, 80-20 at the moment. It's not always like that. It started off at 25.75, and it will probably go more towards 15, 85, and maybe even 90, 10% as time goes on. So I'm going to take this figure here, 142, 5, 12, 99. So 142, let's take time. 142, 5, 12.99. Make sure I got that right. Yep. So I'll bring that down here. And that is, yeah, that's a minus on yesterday. So that will stay red. And overall, we got 178, 145, 92. So 178, 145.92. Let's see if that's correct. 178, 145.92. Yep, that's correct. And that's also down on yesterday. Okay, that's good. And Bitcoin is down on yesterday, I believe, which is also good. Fantastic. Let's just bold this and save. So that's what I do. And then I talk about some stuff, what's on my mind. And like I said, I'm very passionate about the mindset strategy that goes along with this. Sometimes I talk about the investment strategy, sometimes I talk about the mindset strategy. And I'm going to show you where you can get access to both, especially those specially selected altcoins and why we use them and so on and so forth. But the mindset strategy is so important. And there are many aspects of the mindset strategy. A lot of people, it's very mysterious. A lot of people think they understand it. Most people don't. And most people don't apply it. And most people don't apply it correctly, which is a shame. And you could be spending, let's say you could spend 1 year in mindset training, and if you're only doing it half-heartedly or out of ignorance, you're just not doing all aspects of it, you're kind of wasting your time, really. And so that could be 1 year wasted. So it's very important to use that 1 year, if you're going to spend a year or 2 years or 5 years, effectively, efficiently, so that you get results. The whole purpose of you doing it is not just to say that you did it, is to get results. And if you don't get results, there's no point in doing it. But and that's why our training, in mindset training, people try to do it on their own and so on, and they fall by the wayside because of certain challenges. And I was just thinking today, like, let's see if I can share my screen again. Where's it going? Go back to share my screen. What I find useful about the training that we provide, the mindset, it helps you to, it's like a running partner. You see, the hardest thing in the mind is you want to keep that mind positive, okay? How do I spell positive? Basically, ideally, you want to keep your mind positive, right? 100% of the time, 24/7. I'm getting better at writing with this mouse. Hey. 100% of the time, okay? Now, that's not easy to do. However, it is possible, okay? But most people, in their mind, when they know, okay, I understand positive personal development, I've got to think positive. I know I've got to think positive. I know I've got to think, this way or that way. But they maybe only end up doing it, most people, and that's with effort. I'm going to be generous and say 3% of the time. Most people, all right? So we've got 97% differential here, all right? So if we can close that gap, if we can multiply, if we can take you from 3% to 30% positive. I'm talking about being realistic here, okay? A lot of people say, oh, let's go for 100%. Most people won't hit 100%. They don't know what it takes to do 100%. Okay, and I don't have enough time to get into it now. But some people, so most people, I tell you what, most people are like 0.3%. That's what most people are like, okay? And with effort, they get up to 3%. That's when they're consciously trying. With effort, they get up to 3%, all right? But what if you can get to, instead of, you know, with effort, get up to 30%? And the reasons why you won't get up to 100%, especially if you're in most people's situation, living in an average or below average home, and going to a 9-to-5 job, driving an average or below average car, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get 100%. Now, when I say positive mental attitude, I'm really talking about wealth and prosperity mindset. Okay. I can't do that with a mouse. Okay. Wealth and but I have to spell it now. Prosperity. Hope that's right. Mindset. All right. I should a bit bigger. I'll make that bigger. What's the size? What was the size? Size plus. Oh, never mind. There was something to make it bigger, but never mind. You can read it. Wealth and prosperity mindset. That's what I'm talking about now. There's many different aspects of the mindset. You can concentrate on different aspects of the mindset, but for this purpose, I'm talking about maintaining that wealth and prosperity mindset. Most people, you know, are under 1%, and that's why they're broke. Sometimes they can fake themselves and get up to 3%. When they quickly drop down, you know, there might be 3% for up to 15 minutes in a day, and then they quickly drop down to the 0.3%. Right? So that's why they don't really get ahead. Even I'm talking about even when they try the exercises. But what if we can take it to 30%? What if we can even take you to, you know, change this. Which one is it? What? 10, I think, is it 10? Yeah, what if we could even take it to 60%? Okay. That's pretty good. Very few people get to 60%. The herd, I'm going to say the herd, not that you're herd. The herd thins out. It really thins out when it gets to up to this level, and you know, to get to the 100% level, it really thins out. Literally, I would say 1%. This is 1% of people, of the population. It's meant to be 1%, by the way. It's not very good 1%. Get rid of it. Yeah. 1%. Let's use a text here. 1%. 1%. What's that percent sign? 1% of the population achieve 100%. But you see, if you were to move to 30%, okay, maintain a 30% positive mindset. Okay, so this is a bit of positive positive mindset. Okay, and this is, you know, this here we got this same thing here, 60% positive mindset. Now, why do I say this? Here's what happens. What you need. You need something like a running mate. And I don't mean a running mate as in a physical person, because you can get a physical person and they can cost you a lot of money. But you know, you can do this with free tools, and using these tools that we're going to give you is better than trying to do it yourself. So if let's say if you were running by yourself, okay, That's you trying to run, right? So you're running, right, by yourself. You would run, and let's say, for example, you're supposed to keep pace. What's a good running pace? I don't know. 15, 20 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour, 15. Okay, mph, mph. What would happen is if you're running by yourself, because you've got nobody to monitor you and nothing to monitor you, you would fluctuate. You would go down to 10, you'd go back up to 12, then maybe you might go down to 9, right? You might, and you would fluctuate. But if you had a coach working with you, okay, so you had like a coach working with you, my wonderful drawings, right? So you were running, and then you had a coach side by side, who also doing the same thing. Yeah, you would keep pace, you both keep pace. You'd be more likely to maintain that 15 miles per hour. This is terrible. Let us get rid of this there. At 15 miles per hour, should use a touch, shouldn't I? 15, do a constant 15 miles, 15 miles per hour. All right, be more constant. Maybe you might flip to 14, but the coach will still whip you into shape and say, come on, back, step back up, get that 15, and you'll be able to do a constant 15 miles an hour because you've got like a running mate. Mate, right? That's just you. Should put this you alone. But this is you with a running mate, So what do I mean by this? In order for you to maintain a positive mindset, you need to say certain things and think a certain way majority of the time. Ideally, you want to think that way all the time, but if you can think like that way 60% of the time or even 30% of the time, you would get ahead because you, right, what's it called? Your thoughts become your reality. Okay, your thoughts. So you standing there, right, thinking, whatever's going on in your head, right, whatever's going on in your head affects your aura, your energy that surrounds you. Okay, and whatever influence and affects your energy, so your thoughts and your feelings affect your energy. All right, so whatever you're thinking about, put it here, thoughts and feelings. Text here. Let's put it up here. Thoughts, and feelings. Okay. Get a line here. So this is what's going on inside your block, inside your head. Whatever. Supposed to be an arrow. So whatever's going on in there affects your energy around you, and that your energy then attracts your reality. Okay. So if you could think if you want wealth and you think in a wealth and prosperity mindset, wealth and prosperity way, 100% of the day, 100% of the time, within a very short time, if you were broke, I'd say within 28 days to 3 months, you would completely shatter your reality and completely change. Things would happen so fast, so differently. You wouldn't. I mean, you would believe it because but others wouldn't believe it. All right. In reality, most people aren't able to do that. 30 to 60% will make a change. Will make a change in 6 months, 9 months to a year. It will make a change, and that because it will entail not thinking of negative anything at all. You're not even seeing anything negative. And if you live in a less than average house, once you finish your actual exercise and you take your mind off of that, you then look at your surroundings, you've kind of gone backwards a bit. But the fact that you've done the work will still push you forward. But that's another thing. That's the reason why you want to get yourself into pleasant surroundings and luxurious surroundings as soon as you can afford it, so that you can maintain that lifestyle. You can maintain that message to the subconscious mind. And that feeling, those thoughts and feelings remain with you. But so here's what I'm saying: if you're doing it by yourself, and exercise by yourself, your thoughts and feelings, you can keep this thought and feeling up. For most people's thoughts and feelings for wealth and prosperity are only about 0.3% of the day they time to do it. Some people with a bit of effort, 3% of the day they think positive wealth and prosperity thoughts and feelings. Okay, but because they find it difficult, they get distracted. You know, they say I'm going to do it, but things happen along the way in the day, so they go down from 15 miles an hour to 12 to 9 to 8 to 5. You know, that's not constant. But with now, if you use a correct a training system, so the training system is helping you keep pace by thinking positive and prosperous wealth and prosperity thought process, maintaining 30% of the time. You should do this because you have a running mate. I don't mean a person. I'm talking about tools that you can keep pace with, that makes you think in that thought pattern longer, more intense for a longer prolonged period of time. You will then affect the thoughts and feelings that surround you and then your aura. If you do it more intense, it would be 60%. Okay, but if you 60% of your time, 30 to 60% of your time, your thoughts and feelings were wealth and prosperity thoughts and feelings. I should put it up here actually. Where is it? A here. Wealth. Why is it so small? Wealth and thoughts and feelings. That's what I meant. Wealth and prosperity thoughts and feelings gives you a wealth and prosperity vibration or energy or aura field, which then attracts wealth and prosperity into your life. You see what I mean? But you've got to be doing it enough times, at least 30% of your whole day. 30% of your whole day is 8 hours. You understand? Well, 7, 8, something. Okay, 8 hours, roughly, to 60%. So how do you do that? Well, we've got a trainer to help you do that, to help you keep pace, so that if it's done that amount of time, you will then get changes. That means your aura is like this or thereabouts 30% of the day. Now, it's not as good as being 100% of the day, but it sure beats what most people are 1% of the day. So actually, yeah, this is 1% of only 1% of people like this. This would represent 95% of the people. Where's 95%? Maybe I'm being a bit hard, maybe 90%, but 95% of the people of the top. This is doing that, so I don't know why that's doing that. Anyway, okay, let's go. Population. achieve, call that achievement, 0.3%. Okay. I'll be generous to 1%. Okay. That's being generous there, right? So so the running mate here represents tools. If you use the right tools, it can be your running mate, help you maintain a constant pattern in your thought process, a more constant pattern in the wealth and prosperity thought process. Okay, most people are poor or broke because they don't have a consistent thought pattern in their wealth and prosperity mindset, creating a consistent set of feelings. So if you can have consistent feelings of, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, instead of just a fleeting minute, like most people, you will experience change. And as time goes on, you move into a better surroundings, you will then change into 60%. And eventually, when you move into the surroundings that you're really aiming for, it will be 100%, because you not only will you do the exercise, even when you stop exercising, you open your eyes, you'll be living the dream. So you'll be living the dream 24/7. This is very, very important, and this is what it takes. Basically, developing a wealth and prosperity thoughts and feeling process in your mind and holding it for as long as you can during the day, during your day, not that day, during your day. Okay, ideally you want to hold it for 24 hours, 100%. What 60% would do, even 30% would do. 3% or 0.3% won't do. Okay, so that's the key. And so in order to do this, to get these tools that will be your running mate to help you have a consistent wealth and prosperity mindset, I'll show you how to get hold of that right now. You have to go to, not to Zoom, where's that thing gone? Let's go change that site. Let's go to Google. Nope. Capitals. No, not go to Google. Just go to IamWealthyandRich.com. That's where you go to. You go to IamWealthy, and this would be my greatest gift to you, to give you this formula to enable you to achieve this. To achieve this would be the greatest gift anyone can give you. All right. For those of you who don't understand it yet, just do it. You'll appreciate it in future. Let's go back to this. IamWealthyandRich.com. Okay, how to understand the game of money and play it well. Scroll down and fill in the short form. Get your millionaire mindset strategy and investment strategy for free. Doesn't cost you a penny. It's going to take you some effort, I must tell you. And if that has put you off because you think it's going to take effort, then you don't deserve the wealth and prosperity lifestyle in the first place. But if you're sincerely looking to develop that wealth and prosperity mindset, the wealth and prosperity lifestyle, you need the wealth and prosperity mindset first. And then, so go here, get that, develop that, and the rest will follow. The money will follow. Okay, that will lead you into the strategy. If you want to find out more about the altcoin strategy, you can contact us to get onto one of our webinars. You can get access to more information about that as well. Okay, so this is your first step. Get into IamWealthyandRich.com and scrolling down and taking action. So, that's what I've got right now. This is just really, I just thought about doing this. It's not something I kind of planned out. I don't really plan these trainings. I just talk from the heart. And to run through many of these things, I just think about them a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes before I start the recording. So it's just I've got so much I just want to share, and it just comes out. So I'm not a professional speaker. So if you're looking at this, this is not a professional video. I don't care. I'm just communicating as one human being to another. I'm not here to put on a Steven Spielberg production. I'm here to give you some information that you can use that actually works and practical information that can change your life. It's up to you to use it. Okay, you can have an empty shell with an all flashy video presentation, or you can have some real nuggets that can really make a difference and a change to your life, a tangible change to your life. So I'm giving you what really matters. And the background is, yeah, I'm playing this because I like their lifestyle. Not just these people, but the houses, the cars, the freedom, the yachts, and all that stuff. That's, you know, that's what it's all about. But anyway, please like, share, subscribe, and all that. Share the video and so on. I really appreciate that. And also, I really appreciate you watching this to the end. It's 28 minutes now, longer than I thought. But thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.